Welcome to Ultimate Male Academy. My name is Tu Ha, and in today's episode, I would like to talk with you about the essentials of know your self worth. Do you really know your worth? Being a woman, oftentimes I have seen guys when they are around women, they give an impression that they do not see the values in themselves, showing their desperations, giving an impressions that they are throwing themselves at women, display inappropriate and low status behaviors, and inappropriately compliment stranger women such as, hey sexy, who does those things? And men of high values were not walking around to a supermarket or to anywhere giving a stranger woman an intense look and call them hey sexy or call them baby. I have encounters in all different types of men, and the one who are well put together, who display himself with status, with characters, does not need to do the things that the guys who fail to see the value in him, looking at women very thirsty, disrespectful, joking around with women in an appropriate way. And some guys even giving an impression that woman has so much power over them that woman turned them into something that is less than a man. When a man know his self-worth, he display himself with honors. He knows the value he possesses, and he does not throw himself at woman, looking at woman like she is the only woman that is going to be left on the planet. There are plenty of women out there. So whenever you see any woman, no matter how gorgeous she is or how amazing she is, just don't allow yourself to lower your standards for her and turn yourself into someone who's weak and turn yourself in someone who's being needy or creepy. People only want something that they see the value in it, and only you can display your value if you know the values that you possess. There are so many different types of guys out there, and some guys look at women like woman has so much power that when they're around woman have these magical spells that turn them completely into something else. Do women really have that power over you? Really, though? And it's all rooted down to of how you view yourself, of what you have learned. And unfortunately, there are guys who grew up with people, with the males who did not give them good role models and of how they are behaving around women. That's what they learn from the uncle, from the dad, from the grandfathers, and the males that are around them. And also the woman who they grew up in never correct their poor behaviors, and they may not have been confronted of their inappropriate behaviors. They continue to do it. So for the woman, it is so essential that woman confronts the guys who are being disrespectful toward them, saying or doing something that is unacceptable, and the woman need to say something to this guys, or else they will continue to display these behaviors toward other women. And as a result, part of it, these guys will never becomes the types of guy that it should be, and they will continue to live for the rest of their life being a low value individuals. Our societies only become better when there are more quality peoples. When a man is quality, a woman is quality, they will produce quality children. And for me to live in America, for me to experience different types of guys, and I have seen that particularly in certain cultures, there are more males who display themselves more of low values and acting very inappropriate when they're around women and showing how thirsty, how hungry they are toward women. And in some other cultures, there are more guys who know their worth and they display themselves with integrity, and they also possess characters. And unfortunately, the woman in a particular cultures also either accept that behaviors, don't care, ignored, or never have confronted this type of guys that whatever they're doing is inappropriate, or teach the guys of how they should be when they're around women, or not just even around women, it's just how they live their life to be the honorable men that they should be. Now, when you're around women, don't shows that you are throwing yourself at them. Nobody wants something that are being thrown at them. Only you know the value that you possess, and you must know what you have to offer. If you don't have anything to offer, nobody wants what someone does not have anything to offer. It's the similar concept as when you look for a job. No matter how much you beg the employer will not give you the job until the employer see that there's value in you, there's something in you that they want. And now when you're around women, don't just keep aimlessly going after women, and even if they don't want you and you still try to convince them. If you really know your self-worth, you will not need to do such a thing. There are so many people that are out there, and it is all come down to your belief system and your mindset. It is how you train your mind of what is appropriate and inappropriate, and as well as knowing when to move forward, when to stop, and when to back off. Some guys giving an impressions that they don't care how the woman feel, they don't care anybody of how they think of him. And for our society to become a better society, men must become much better men, and women need to recognize their self-worth and having standards and not just accept any guy to be with them. And as well as women and men must also know the differences between what an honorable man is and what is someone who is of low values. Those are the message I want to share with you today. And I just want you to know that no matter where you came from, your backgrounds, the experience that you went through, and who you're surrounded with, but if you do have a desire to better yourself, to become the person who truly want to be, then you have to cultivate good characters in you, and knowing and recognizing that self-worth, the worth that is in you. And self-worth is not net worth. You do not need to be millionaire for you to have your self-worth. It is all about your perceptions and your mindset. When you know your self-worth and display yourself as a man of honors with characters, high status, high value, then that's when you truly can attract the right type of woman into your life. But until then, the person who you are going to attract into your life will be similar at your level. You will not be able to attract a woman who are well put together and that you don't have the same to offer back to her. One of the important steps toward becoming the ultimate male is to recognize your self-worth. You must recognize the worth that is in you. And it is not just only about the woman, and that you need to recognize your self-worth, but it is about you as an individual. When you know your self-worth, you don't allow others to mistreat you, as well as when you seek for employment, you don't sell yourself for less. And it's applied to so many different aspects in your life, not just only with women. If you don't know your self-worth, you will allow others to mistreat you because you don't see the worth that is in you, and you think that other people can treat or say whatever they want to you. Now, warriors, that are the message I want to share with you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to share my thought with you in the next videos.